Welcome to the onboarding tutorials of Killshot, an official GFU scanner. My name is Nick Engels and I am your English Killshot educator. Now within the next couple of short tutorials, I will be efficiently teaching you how to fully utilize and succeed with this ultimate scalping scanner. I hope you're excited because I definitely am. Let's dive into it. Killshot is a trend-based system, meaning that we take our positions with the overall trending direction. Now, typical for the Killshot scanner is its high speed and high accuracy. Since the scanner is mainly utilized on the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frame, situations and trades play out in a matter of minutes to maximum hours. And also, utilizing the scanner, of course, results in an overall high win rate, meaning a very high accuracy as well. Last but not least, Killshot has an exclusive star system, and using that in combination with some of the other parts of the scanner can result in maximizing your profits with the positions that are taken with Killshot. Now, how do we actually take positions and how do we get signals from the scanner? Well, that is with our EMA crosses. Killshot, as mentioned earlier, is a trend-based scalping strategy, which uses two EMAs to create signals. A red EMA, which is our 20 EMA, a more overall fast-moving EMA that only looks to the past 20 candles. And we have our blue EMA, which is our 50 EMA, a more overall slow EMA that looks to the last 50 candles. Now, these two EMAs are mainly utilized once again on our 1 and 5 minute time frame to create signals in the scanner. Every time our red EMA crosses above our blue EMA is when the scanner will create a buy signal, which is the little blue triangle that you can see in the left image. And every time our red EMA crosses below our blue EMA, we have our scanner create a sell signal, which is the little red triangle that you can see in the right image. Now, why is this switch in our exponential moving averages a trigger to create a signal? Well, because every time we have a switch in our EMAs, this indicates a short shift in the overall trending direction, and we can join the price movement in that specific direction to profit and hopefully come out on top. Now, with these EMA crosses, you will also see that the scanner has a histogram, red colored areas and blue colored areas. Now, this histogram shows your overall trending direction. So every time we have our red EMA being above our blue EMA, we will have a blue colored background on our histogram, meaning we are overall in an up trending direction and price wants to continue in an upward direction. If our histogram is red, however, which occurs every time our red EMA is below our blue EMA, then that indicates we are in an overall downtrending direction, so price wants to continue in a downwards direction. This histogram, in combination with the exclusive star system that we will talk about in one of the next tutorials, can also help you with the ability to hold trades to their fullest potential. Now, to finalize this short tutorial, I want to show you these EMA crosses and the histogram right there live on the Killshot scanner. All right, here we are again, straight live from our Killshot scanner on the GFU Live platform. Now we can see two beautiful examples of both a buy signal and a sell signal over here. For the buy signal, we can see that indeed our red EMA has crossed above our blue EMA, after which the Killshot scanner has created our buy signal indicated by the little blue triangle over here. And for the sell signal, we can see that yes, indeed, our red EMA has crossed below our blue EMA, after which the Killshot scanner has created our sell signal indicated by the little red triangle over here. We can also observe our histogram, which just like we talked about, has blue areas and red areas, with the blue area histogram indicating that we are in an overall uptrending direction, during which the red EMA is all the time above our blue EMA, and our red histogram indicating that we are in an overall downwards trending direction, with our red EMA all the time below our blue EMA. I Now, I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you in the next one where we will continue the education on how to utilize and understand all parts of our Killshot scanner. This has been me, Nick Engels. As always, à la próxima. Welcome back again to the second onboarding tutorial of the Killshot scanner. With myself here, Nick Engels, your English Killshot educator. Now we're gonna pick straight back up where we left off with the exclusive TDI star system. Now the stars in the Killshot scanner are warnings and indications of possible reversals. These stars are never stationary, meaning that they can move as price moves and as the chart evolves. If a candle or price ever does take a star, meaning that it passes by a star, this will always be an indication that price actually wants to continue in that specific direction. Now we got 4 types of stars: the yellow stars, the blue stars, the red stars, and the green stars. Let's look at every single one of them. The yellow stars, visible on the chart as a yellow little star, as you can see in the left image, are an indication of low-level reversals. Low level meaning that the reversal will most likely only be very small and definitely will not result in an overall trending shift of direction. Our blue stars are medium level reversals, indicated by, you guessed it, little blue stars on the chart, as you can see in the image. Now these are medium level, meaning that they do indicate higher and deeper reversals or pullbacks compared to our yellow stars, but should overall not result once again in a shift in the overall trending direction. And then we have our highest level of reversals with the red stars and the green stars, indicated on the chart by, once again, red stars, as you can see in the image, and green stars, as you can once again see in the image on the right. Now, these are high level reversals, meaning that these actually do and can indicate a shift in overall trending direction. Red stars appear during an overall uptrend, so when you will be in a buy position, versus green stars, they appear during an overall downtrend, so when you will be in sell positions. But they are both indications of high level reversals. So if you see either a red star when you're in a buy position or a green star when you're in a sell position, this is always a sign to protect your trade by moving your stop loss to break even, or even moving your stop loss in profit and making it a stop profit. Now, on top of the TDI stars, which is mainly a system, as explained in tutorial 1, utilized to maximize your profits, we also have automatic market structure that is being deployed in the Killshot scanner. Now, this automatic market structure are lines, horizontal lines that will appear on the chart in the form of support and resistance. If we have candles above our market structure, it will be visible as a red support line, as we can see in the left image, market structure in the form of support. And if our candles will be below our market structure, this will be visualized in the Killshot scanner by a green horizontal line, meaning a resistance line, and market structure as resistance, just like we can see in the right image. Once again, let's have a look live at our GFU scanner to see these TDI stars and this automatic market structure in action. I'll see you there. Welcome back live from the Killshot scanner on our GFU live platform over here. Let's apply what we just learned about our TDI star system and our automatic market structure right on the chart on our Killshot scanner. Let's first start by having a look at our stars, of which, just like we learned, are there 4 types in 4 different colors. The first type is, of course, our yellow stars, which we can see over here and are an indication of low impact reversals. As you can see, these yellow stars only result in small pullbacks and most definitely do not result in a change in overall trending direction. As we can see, price cleanly and calmly continues to the downside, which is in this case the overall trending direction, as the red histogram indicates. Our second type of star is of course our blue stars, which we can see over here in our overall downwards trending direction, and over here as examples in our overall upwards trending direction. Now these blue stars indicate medium level of reversals and result in deeper overall pullbacks compared to our yellow stars. However, just like we can see on the chart, they also normally do not result in a change of the overall trending direction. As we can see, price cleanly continues to the upside here when the histogram is in an overall uptrending direction. And as we can see, price cleanly continues to the downside after the deeper pullback when the histogram is in an overall downwards trending direction. The last two types of stars are of course our red stars and our green stars, which are actually indications of overall shifts in our trending direction. We can see that from our red star to our green star and from our green star to our red star, these are the exact shifts of our overall trending direction. From an overall buy trending direction to an overall sell trending direction to again an overall buy trending direction. If you are ever in a buy position and you see a red star appear, or you are ever in a sell position and you see a green star appear, 100% of the time ensure to protect your position by moving your stop loss to either your entry point, or if possible, even better, by moving your stop loss in profit and making it a stop profit, which will protect your already made profits. Now, last but not least, we can have a quick look at our automatic market structure that is being placed on the Killshot scanner in the form of green horizontal lines for the resistance and in the form of red horizontal lines for our support. This automatic market structure can also be utilized to help you assist in how long you can hold your positions or at which moments in time price might experience a little bit of a pullback. If we have a look, for example, at our overall sell position, if we would have been in a sell, we can see that price not only has some yellow stars appear, but also reaches this support market structure here. And we have, as a result, a little small pullback in price. Same for our buy scenario over here. We can see not only do we have a yellow and a blue star pop up here, but we also see price hitting our potential resistance, resulting in a little bit of a pullback in price to the downside. So utilizing both the star system and its different colors in combination with the market structure can truly assist you and help you to know how long should I hold my position and when can price experience potential reversals or difficulties in continuing in the direction that you have your position. I hope once again this tutorial was useful. I hope to see you in the next one, and as always, à la próxima. Third and also last onboarding tutorial of the Killshot scanner with once again myself, Nick Engels, your English Killshot educator. Today we will have a look at some of the confirmations you can utilize when taking a signal with the Killshot scanner. There are 4 confirmations that I want you to go through every time you take a signal with the Killshot scanner. With the first one being, are we currently trending? Now, to answer that confirmation and question, what you will have to do is you will need to go 2 time frames higher than the time frame you are currently trading the kill shot scanner on. So if you're utilizing the kill shot scanner to trade on the 1 minute time frame, you will need to have a look at the 5 and the 15 minute time frame. However, if you are trading the kill shot scanner on the 5 minute time frame, you will need to have a look at the 15 minute and the 30 minute time frame respectively. Now, to simplify this first confirmation, there is a little trending toolbox, just like you can see in the image here in the left upper corner. And this little trending toolbox is floating at the top of our kill shot scanner chart. In this toolbox, it will either show down or up for every of the time frames. And you simply want to confirm that 2 time frames higher, it shows the same as the time frame you are currently trading on. So if you're, in this example, trading on the 1 minute time frame, we can see it says down. And yes, indeed, both on the 5 and the 15 minute time frame, it also says down. So first confirmation, check. Our second confirmation is going to be utilizing our yellow EMA. And yes, there is actually a third EMA in play on our kill shot scanner. This is the 238 EMA, which is almost the same as actually a 50 EMA on 1 time frame higher. So if we are trading on a 1 minute time frame, our yellow EMA or 238 EMA is actually the same as if we would put a 50 EMA on the 5 minute time frame. Don't worry too much about that. What you want to remember is that you always want to have your yellow EMA behind you, meaning that if you are trying to go for a buy opportunity with the kill shot scanner, you want to make sure your yellow EMA is below your current price. Whereas if you want to go for a sell opportunity with the kill shot scanner, you want to make sure your yellow EMA is above your current price. If that is the case, well then your second confirmation is checked. Our third confirmation utilizes our POC, which is a volume indicator, also meaning point of control. Now, the point of control is the price level on the current chart where the most amount of volume can be found. This can be utilized in various different amount of ways, but what I want you to simply remember is to always check that your point of control is behind you. And I'm quickly going to hide myself here so you can have a look at the image in the third right corner. We can see that third confirmation utilizing the point of control. So if you are in a potential buy position with the kill shot scanner, just like when we were talking about the yellow EMA, with the point of control, you want to make sure if you're in a potential buy position, your point of control is below your current price. And if you are in a potential sell position with the kill shot scanner, you want to make sure that your point of control, the horizontal yellow line, is above your current price. Last but not least, our fourth confirmation here is checking if we are in good volume. Good volume quickly and simply checks if there is enough current liquidity, enough volatility and volume in the market that can create fast and big enough moves for you to have decent results. Depending on the trading session and depending on the time of day, you will see in the right upper corner of our kill shot scanner chart either a good volume or a low volume appear. By no means does it mean that when there is low volume, you cannot successfully use the kill shot scanner. However, it does perform the best in times when there is good volume. So every time you utilize and you go for a signal with the kill shot scanner, I want you to go through these 4 confirmations, make sure they are all checked. And if they are, you have that peace of mind and a higher success rate with the scanner. Now, the last thing I want to talk about with you guys here and teach you on this kill shot onboarding tutorial guide is, of course, what about risk management? And with the kill shot scanner, we want to utilize a basic risk reward ratio of 1:2. Now that means that whenever you decide to risk a certain amount, you always want to make sure that your take profit is at least 2 times that risk. So for example, if we have a 25 pip stop loss, we want to make sure we utilize a 50 pips TP. Or in the example, in the image on the right side here, if we have on gold a 750 pips stop loss, we want to make sure we have 1,500 pips TP. This is very important because Killshot is a trend-based system. So overall, it should go long enough in the trending direction to ensure that our 1 to 2 risk reward results in profits. And of course, a 1 to 2 risk reward makes it much easier to be overall profitable than if we use a smaller risk reward system. How and where do we identify where to place our risk and our stop loss? Well, an easy tip that I can give you there is to always place your stop loss on the other side of both your red EMA and your blue EMA. But more advanced techniques on both risk management and how to properly place your stop loss and your TP will be explained in the live sessions that I am doing 3 times a week. So I definitely hope to see you on those live streams. Now, before we end this onboarding tutorial, let's actually put everything we learned together by going to our Killshot scanner and bringing it all together. All right, once again, we are straight up live one last time on the Killshot scanner on our GFU Live platform. And right here, I want to really put everything that you learned in these last 3 tutorials together in one useful example. So let's have a look in detail at this potential buy signal here on USD JPY that our Killshot scanner has produced. Now, first and foremost, we can see Killshot giving our potential buy signal because indeed our red EMA has crossed above our blue EMA and we see an indication of a little blue triangle. On top of this, we can also see our histogram has indeed changed to a blue background, indicating that we are in an overall uptrending direction. Now, we see as well that right after this buy signal, there are no stars or no market structure close, which is a very good sign since both the stars and the market structure are indication of possible reversals. So since they are absent, we are more confident that price can continue to push in an upwards direction here. Last but not least, we need to go through our 4 confirmations that we just talked about today, starting with, are we in the trending direction, not only on this time frame, but overall on our 2 time frames higher. And for this, of course, we have a quick look, just like we learned, on our trending tool here, which is floating at the top of our Killshot scanner. We are currently on the 5-minute time frame, so we need to look 2 time frames up. Is our 15-minute time frame also overall trending up? Yes. And is our 30-minute time frame also overall trending up? Yes. First confirmation, check. Our second confirmation is having a look at our yellow EMA, which we can see over here, our 238 EMA. Are we having our yellow EMA behind us? Are we on the right side of our yellow EMA? Yes, we are looking for an overall buy and our yellow EMA is below us. Second confirmation, check. Our third confirmation is of course our point of control, indicated by the yellow horizontal line over here. Now, normally with the third confirmation, we want to check, is our point of control behind us? So in the case of a buy, we would want point of control to be below us. However, this is not always possible, and point of control also shifts as price moves. In this case, I would still say we are absolutely in the clear since there is more than enough room in pips from our buy signal to our point of control. And our point of control is definitely going to be an area that we want to take into account when placing our TP and then exiting our trade. And last but not least, of course, our fourth confirmation, are we currently in good volume? And we can see this in the right upper corner that currently it says low volume because market right now is actually closed. But if we would have had a look at the moment of the buy signal, most likely we would have gotten a high and good volume indication. Now, with all 4 confirmations done, we go ahead and we apply our risk management, where we accept our position over here. We're going to, as the tip was given, make sure our stop loss is below our 2 EMAs. And then we always want to aim for a 1-2 risk reward, which can be done by simply taking our value, which we can see at our stop loss level, and doing that times 2. So that will be 218 over here. You can always confirm you have a 1-2 risk reward by quickly looking at your risk reward ratio over here, which cleanly says 2. And as we can see, this was an absolute successful trade. I hope once again you found this tutorial extremely useful. I highly invite you to join the live sessions to learn more on how to utilize the Killshot Scanner to the fullest. And I appreciate your attention and time as always. See you on the live sessions. Thank you so much. And as always, à la próxima.